What's up guys, it's Andrew at Elite Gaming HQ, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get an old, classic Legend of Zelda game completely remastered for absolutely free. You know how I'm always talking about PC gaming being pretty awesome? Well, ROMs are a great advantage to PC gaming that you can't really do on too many other things without hacking and possibly taking a chance to brick your system. On PC it's pretty streamless, and I'm going to show you how to do it, and I'm also going to show you before and after the mod. So in this video we're going to take a look at a before and after. We're going to install the actual ROM and HD graphics. And I'm going to talk to you about a little bit of personal experience I have with this very game and why this game is important to me. Now, every once in a while, there's people that do something. They do something because they feel like it's great and it would be great for other people for no personal or monetary gain at all. And these people are the unsung heroes of today. So shout out to these guys. And this is before the mod HDpack and after. And as we're looking at the before and after, let me talk to you about why this game means something to me. When I was a kid and too young to actually beat a game or even comprehend the complexity of these type of games, me and my brothers had an NES, and this was one of the first games we had. And in fact, this is one of the first open world games like this. This is basically like Skyrim back in the day. Now the thing is, when you go back and try to replay these games like Final Fantasy VII, you see these graphics and you're like, wow, this is not how I remembered it. You always remember these HD graphics in your head, but then when you go back and play the game, you're like, what? Like, how does this even compare? Basically, you're spoiled with the way games look today. So when you can have a group of people or a single person that can make a game like this and keep the core mechanics, but then add in something like visuals that bring the game up to almost today's standard. I mean, this would be great for a mobile game. Then you're doing something pretty awesome because I get to see visuals of today or close to today's standards with the gameplay mechanics of something that brings back the nostalgia. So that is a great achievement, and the hard work does not go unnoticed. Now, I have to say, with ROMs and emulators, there's a gray area on legality. I mean, these games are 20 plus years old in a lot of cases, but you could basically emulate almost every console all the way up to PS3. The legality of it is you're not really supposed to do it unless you own the original copy, from my understanding. But I want to say that if you really like a game, there's no reason to not go buy the copy of the game that you're emulating. Now, me personally, this game I have bought multiple times, so I have no problem playing a ROM. I own it on multiple different platforms. I had it in handheld, I had it on the original NES, and I think I even bought it on the Wii U. Now let's move into the installation. And one thing I want to show that's pretty cool is these guys also have add-ons that you can add, which will actually change the way the game plays, which are almost like little cheats, but a lot of ROMs have cheats built into them. But these ones, they're pretty cool. They just, change 5 bombs into 10, little subtle things that maybe they felt that the game should have had in the beginning. So the first thing you're going to want to download is the emulator itself, which that is right here. Mesen. This is the emulator we're going to use for this. There's tons out there, but this is the one that they recommend, so I'm going to show it to you. That's going to be on my first download in the link below. I'll have it listed. Then the next thing you want to download is the actual mod pack, which this is a pretty big set of files. Okay. Now you're going to need to get the ROM. Now really, I can't tell you where to get the ROM, but what I can say is I went to a site like this, and these guys had a pretty good copy of it. That's all I can say. I'm not going to link that below, but you guys can figure out how to get there. Now also, I'll also link the forum of these two links for these guys so you can check them out and give them the thumbs up if you actually like what they're doing here, which I think it's great. So let's move on to the installation. All right, so first things first, let's put everything into one folder. And honestly, since these are such small files, I would copy the folder and move it over and make 2 of them in case you make a mistake, so you can always just delete that one and then restart again. That's a great way to do like mods and stuff like that. You always want to copy the folders. Now I'm going to go through this slow because a lot of you guys, I'm sure, have not done stuff like this. So I'm going to try to help you out. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to open your Mesen. Okay? Now, these are previous versions I played, and you want to open the game. Now, how you do that is you just hit open, and since we put the ROM in the same folder, there it is there. Okay, so what that's going to do, and this already did it for me, is it's going to make a folder called HDPacks. Okay? Go into HDPacks. Just double click it. We want to make a new folder. Now, we're going to name this folder the same name as the game. Okay? So we're going to go back out here. and we're going to double click the game. We're going to do a double click slow. Just like that. See, we have the whole title of the game right there. I'm going to copy it, right? Go back into HD packs. We'll do a double click slow again, and we'll paste. Now you can just go to rename if you can't get the click speed right, but you get what I'm saying. You click, and then you click again. If you click too fast, it'll try to open it. And there we go. So now we have it that name. So now we're going to take our zip file. I'm going to drop it in here. I'm going to drop it in here. Okay? So, pretty simple, right? So far, we just launched the game. We downloaded it. We made the HD file. We dropped our zip into the same name as the game itself. Okay? Now we're going to extract here. Now there's two ways to do this. Some programs you might actually have to open it like this and drag it in. Just drag them all and drop them in, or you can right click it and hit extract here for a lot of programs. Okay, so that's mostly done. Now, as you'll notice, it also gave us a remastered zip that came out of this zip. So we're going to take that, we're going to also extract that here. That's going to be most of our files. So here we go, extract here. So boom, now we have everything in this file. Okay, go back again. Now, you go back to your emulator, and if you have any questions with this, just leave the comments below. But this was pretty simple, right? We just opened the game once, we just made a file with the same name as the ROM we're using, we extracted twice. We extracted the folder and extracted the folder inside of the folder. So there you go. And that's all the files that the game's actually going to look for. Now we want to go into our ROM, and we want to load. First I want to clear these, and I'm going to open our game again. Now this one, it might take a couple minutes depending on your computer, because what it's going to do is it's going to open all those files, and there's a lot of texture files and stuff like that, and they could be big. Depending on your speed of your computer, it could take a while. And boom, there you are. Now you have a completely different looking game. Now I set mine up to use a controller, which I highly recommend, although I'm not used to using the D-pad. That's a little weird. I haven't done that in a long time. And here I'll put some gameplay up, and this is me out of just sheer memory. I find a dungeon, and I'm going to try to complete it one go. We're going to see if I can make it. And this isn't the first dungeon, so I don't know how good I'm going to do. You guys put down in comments if you think I can beat it or not. Let me know right now, and we'll see if I can actually beat this dungeon without dying. Like I said, I only have one shot. I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know down in the comments below if you like videos like this. I can do tons of videos, tutorials like this to get you guys some awesome free games. And also go check out those other guys because they did a great job with this. Thanks guys, my name is Andrew. This is Elite Gaming HQ. Enjoy the rest of the video.